A lot of people quietly carry the belief that they are hard to love. They do not always say it directly. Sometimes it sounds softer than that. I ask for too much. I am too sensitive. I always make things difficult. I am not easy to be with. But underneath many of those thoughts, there is the same deeper fear. Something about me makes love harder than it should be. That belief does not appear from nowhere. It often forms in relationships where a person was repeatedly misunderstood, mishandled, dismissed, or loved inconsistently. Over time, the problem stops feeling external. It starts feeling personal. The person no longer thinks, "I was treated badly." They start thinking, "I must be difficult to meet well." That shift is painful. Because once misattunement becomes identity, people begin blaming themselves for the damage of a poor connection. They call their needs excessive when the real issue was a lack of care. They call their feelings too much when the real issue is a lack of capacity. They call themselves hard to love when what they experienced was love that kept missing them. Wrongly met can distort self-perception deeply. If your emotional reality was often minimized, if your timing was called inconvenient, if your honesty created discomfort, or if your need for consistency was treated like pressure, it makes sense that you would eventually start wondering whether the problem was you. But the wrong fit can tell convincing lies. It can make normal sensitivity look like instability. It can make healthy needs look heavy. It can make emotional depth look difficult. And if enough versions of that happen, the person stops trusting their own shape. They begin editing themselves to become easier to keep, even if that means becoming less real. That is why this matters. Because being hard to love is not the same thing as being repeatedly loved badly. Sometimes the issue is never that you were too much. Sometimes the issue is that what you needed required a kind of steadiness, presence, and emotional honesty that the other person did not know how to offer. That does not make you impossible. It makes the match insufficient. And those are very different conclusions. This is not an excuse to avoid self-reflection. Everyone has edges. Everyone has habits that affect closeness. But there is a difference between being imperfect and being fundamentally difficult to love. One is human. The other is often a wound pretending to be the truth. So if that belief has been living in you for a long time, it may be worth asking where it came from. Who kept leaving you with the impression that being yourself was too demanding? Who kept failing to meet you in ways that taught you to doubt your own lovability? Because sometimes healing starts there, not by becoming easier to love, but by questioning who taught you that love was supposed to feel like a misfit, confusion, and self-reduction in the first place.